The eighth inning program is here. And this is the part where you're supposed to add like explosions in your head because I don't know how to edit very well. But anyway, first off, Tom Seaver. Yeah, you hate to see anybody pass away, and a legend like that, man, it must suck to be a Mets fan. And they get hit hard every day. Anyway, we are moving on. We will talk about the eighth inning, the bosses and the henchmen a little bit later. But first, let's talk about Torii Hunter. Now, immediately by looking at this card, I can already tell you that this card is not going to be that good. All you have to see is Gold Glove if you guys do not know what I am talking about. Same thing with Brandon Phillips. Honestly, anytime you have an awards card and it's Gold Glove, more often than not, they're not going to hit very well. For some reason, it says he has 117 contact versus lefties. It's more like 100. I don't know. It's just something that happens in this game. You more often than not always will want a Silver Slugger over a Gold Glove. But 96 overall is still something worth talking about. Against righties, 93 and 80. Versus lefties, it gets a lot better at 117 and 94. He has 80 vision. Vision affects the outer PCI. Just a standard bunt, 35-25, so won't be able to get any bunt hits. But here it is, 96 fielding, 75 arm, 85 arm accuracy, and 92 reaction. A big thing I always have an issue with these Gold Glove cards, Torii Hunter and Brandon Phillips both combined, they're Gold Glove, but they don't have a very good arm. It's kind of an issue if you ask me. Obviously the Gold Glove is, alluding to the fielding part, but obviously having a good arm also, kind of helps you with that. He's 73 speed and 76 stealing, so he'll do fine on the base paths and in the outfield. Any notable quirks: soft hands, quick reflexes, and sniper. He's got, the fielding ones, bomber, hitting machine, and pressure cookers. Nothing crazy. Now, kind of like with the Brandon Phillips card, this card it's better off, not the card itself, but what the card can bring you. Let me demonstrate. Going over to the eighth inning program. Go down to collections. Obviously, 20 program stars is always a nice thing to have, and mainly is the incentive for most of these cards. Also, you get him, he's an award series player. You collect 12 of these guys, you'll be able to get an extra 20 program stars. He'll help you out. Most people have all 8 of these guys. Longoria from the Babe Ruth, probably Brett Boone. Obviously, most people have Raleigh Fingers. You'll have Torii Hunter here. Felix Hernandez is a solid one most people have. Zach Greinke's pretty common. The Gagne card, a lot of people have. Hornsby now. Yeah, I think you see where this is going. Corey Kluber. If you pick up Pudge, which we'll talk about later, I think you get what I'm talking about. And even you have Bryce Harper there. And obviously everybody has Kluber. You kind of get what I'm talking about. So right there alone, you add him in there. He'll be responsible for 40 program stars. He can help you with that. Now, if you tally 8 total bases with Torii Hunter, you'll get an extra 20. He should be eligible as a flashback card for the event that's going on right now. You could throw him in there, so you don't have to mess with your ranked seasons record at all. You can throw him in there. Also, so that's 60 points now. He also could help you in this one with the award series players, tally extra base hits. Obviously you'll have other guys helping you out, but he could be there. He honestly could be a total of, we're up to 75 now, and if he performs well, could even help you win these games. But you definitely can get about 60 points out of him if you grind, and that's pretty significant. That'll get you somewhere. Now, talking about how to get this card. He has a little bit more of the multi-game moments, which kinda sucks, as you see here. Oh, that's a one game. Here you go, 3 game right there. That's just a one game. Tiger Hunter 3, and you gotta hit a homer here. Not too bad. Again, you have to hit a lot of extra base hits and home runs, which is kind of hard to do. You'll get some stubs out of this, but really nothing significant. You'll be able to get Torii Hunter, which is nice. Whether you actually use that card or not, I highly doubt it, but he will be good for a lower, those budget ball on teams, the guys who don't have God squads, and it also help out guys, in my range where you don't have all of the great guys, and when you have events, he'll be able to slide in there and make a difference. Moving on, let's talk about the 8th inning program and kind of talk about my thoughts on it because I really want to get yours. First off, the Henchman, all future stars cards. Now, I was hoping Mitch Keller threw a little harder than what he does. Four-seam slider, curve, and changeup, but no outlier quirk. You always are looking for that. Ian Anderson throws even slower. Four-seam, curve, changeup, and sinker. It does have the sinker. Those cards didn't really impress me, but Sean Murphy looks like he could be a reliable guy in the backstop. Nothing over 100 in any of his ratings, but 93 and 91 against righties, 96 and 80 against lefties. He does really well in the field. 90 fielding, 98 arm, 93 accuracy, 79 reaction, and 80 blocking. He's got 37 speed, so he's slow, but he's not one of the worst ones. Personally, I think he's the best card out of the bunch. And his card, all of their card outs are insane. Really like the future stars. But let me know who you guys like. I think Sean Murphy is probably the best. Moving on to the 8th inning. Now, a lot of people complained about these cards, but I think they're pretty good. Apparently, Clayton Kershaw was the Corey Kluber of last year, is what I've heard. Four-seam slider, curve, changeup, and sinker. He does have a sinker this year, which is pretty significant. 113 stamina, 102, 110 Ks per 9, 98 walks per 9. 76 velocity is kind of low, but I think you'll be able to make it work. 99 brake and 93 control. That four-seamer should get about to a 96. And obviously 20 mile per hour difference at least between the curve and the four-seamer. Slider throws a pretty hard one, similar to the changeup. You might be able to pitch tunnel that, I'm not necessarily sure. He's got sinker baller, knee buckler, and illusionist, so nice quirks to have. And he also goes for a shit ton at the moment. He's also an awards card, something to pay attention to. Now, when they talked about Ty Cobb being released, I kind of, wasn't too sure on him. But looking at these stats, he might be the best of the bunch here. Max contact versus righties and lefties, 90 versus powers and righties. So completely balanced. Doesn't matter if it's a righty or lefty up there. He's going to perform well. 114 vision, so you shouldn't have any trouble staying in long at bats. Now the thing that nobody wants to talk about, 99 bunt, 99 drag bunt with 99 speed and 99 steal. He's got 89 fielding and 95 reaction. Now, I personally will probably get this card because I don't have a speedster like this, but you'll see a lot of the not as good players kind of on my level. They're going to get him in bunt, so just be ready for moving your defense in against Cobb. A lot of people are going to drag bunt. Some people might just straight up just bunt with him. So, we'll see, but definitely a card to look out for. And Pudge Rodriguez. Now, if you guys have stuck around in the channel, I used his Evo card from the start until probably about 2 weeks ago. Don't know why, I just really liked it. Honestly, I didn't really even like it. I just didn't have a good catcher other than him. But this catcher, it looks pretty good. 115 and 93 against the right-handed throwers, 112 and 87 against the lefties. 105 vision, which is pretty nice, but again, vision isn't the biggest thing anymore. 95 fielding, 99 arm, 98 accuracy, 82 reaction, and 92 block with 68 speed. You always love to see the speed at the catcher position. The only bad thing about Pudge is I noticed it and a lot of other people notice it, is his swing isn't the best. A lot of people have trouble with it, and I kind of thought I did too. But if you really need a nice backstop, I think you can, you're definitely a guy you can pick up. But I still think that Mike Piazza card is better. Looking through, you're gonna get, a good amount of ball-ins here. And if you make it all the way through 900, you'll get a nice beach ball, which is never bad. Even if you get this low round, I mean, Jorge Posada is not a terrible catcher. Obviously, you'll have Pudge at that point, but Posada can definitely hit way better. Not definitely, but you know what I mean. Kenny Lofton, I've heard a lot of good things about him in the outfield. And you probably can get a little drag bunch cheese with him. Eric Gagne is a nice card to have in the pen. I really like him. You see, less than 2 innings and 0 earned runs. Not bad. Not bad at all. And obviously, if you get lucky, Hornsby and Robert are the way to go. But, I mean, Ryan's not that good. He does have outlier, though. So, something to pay attention to. Now, tops now is how right. There's some decent cards in there. Will Myers and Ahmad Rosario lead the pack. So I haven't seen the Myers card yet. Might be really good, especially against righties. But, that'll be something that we'll see. I'm trying to think of there's something else I wanted to show. And I can't find it. Therefore, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you stuck all the way through the video, let me know which card of the 8th inning program you're going to pick up. Hope to see you soon.